How's it going, Animates? My name is Byx. Welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts 3 discussion video. As always, before we get this video started, if you're brand new to the channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell right beside it so that you won't miss every single content that comes here on this channel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the discussion. So today I actually want to share my top 5 characters that I want to be playable in the upcoming Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMind DLC. So number 5 is Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is one of the playable characters that we've actually played in Kingdom Hearts 2 in case if Sora actually died, and in some other shape or form in 358. And what I want in Kingdom Hearts 3 is for Mickey to be playable in the section in the Realm of Darkness when Riku and Mickey were actually going to find Aqua. Instead of, playing as Riku, I definitely feel like we should definitely play as Mickey. We should definitely have an option to pick Mickey to actually play in the Realm of Darkness. I feel like that's really cool, and I think that that'll be very good for Kingdom Hearts 3, just to get the excitement going. And it'll be very awesome just to play as Mickey, see his new combo moves, see his new magic moves and all that stuff. Number 4 on the list is Kairi. I definitely want Kairi to be playable during their Keyblade training with Lee and all that stuff in time that really doesn't exist. And it's kind of like, back in Birth by Sleep, where they were basically, training before their exams. So we can have a similar thing to that with Kairi as well. And I think that will be very awesome, to just experience Kairi's combo moves just a little bit, because we know that we've seen, a little bit of combo moves in Kingdom Hearts 3 with Kairi, but except we wasn't really playing as her. She basically was a party member and all that stuff, and basically, it'll be really cool just to experience Kairi's Keyblade, how she fights, and basically show a little bit of her magic and all that stuff. Number 3 on the list is Axel. I feel like Axel can be, a little bit trained as well. Really, with the same thing as Kairi, I definitely feel like Axel should be playable at that particular point during their training session. It's obviously clear enough that that's the only possible way that Axel could be playable, although he can be also playable at the Keyblade Graveyard, but that's where Rox is going to be playable, and I don't think that'll be really well, because at the exact same time, Axel, he kind of got injured and all that stuff. So I would definitely say right at the time of their Keyblade training, I definitely feel like that's the point where he should be playable. And it would be very cool just to see a little bit of fire coming out of his Keyblade and all that stuff. And I definitely want to see his fighting techniques. I want to see what type of fighting style that he actually has, and just discover a little bit more about Axel's movesets and his command menus and all that stuff. Number 2 on the list is the Lingering Will. And the reason why I said the Lingering Will, because in the Keyblade Graveyard, we've seen that the Lingering Will actually popped out of the middle of nowhere when basically Terranort was attacking the Guardians, and basically he was basically saying that, hey, I'm gonna get you, Xehanort, this and that and etc. So it would be very cool just to continue that fight playing as Lingering Will, just like in Birth by Sleep. And I think that that'll be, very interesting to actually see how the Lingering Will disappears and all that stuff, because we know that the Lingering Will actually disappeared now that Terra is actually back. And I feel like that while we're playing as the Lingering Will, we can definitely experience how he basically disappears and all that stuff. And my number 1 person on this list, and hopefully this will be the case in this DLC, is none other than young Xehanort. The main reason why I say young Xehanort is because when we basically looked at the first official trailer of Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMind, we noticed that in the text it said World Tour. So basically, thinking of World Tour, I'm suggesting that we should play as young Xehanort while he's traveling through the world line. And I think that that will be very cool just to experience what type of things that young Xehanort has actually experienced time traveling through the world line. And I think him being playable should be the good case with this. Either that, or basically when he's with the Master of Masters, he could be basically training with him, or he could be basically showing off his Keyblade, just showing his movesets and all that stuff. Maybe that's actually the case, but more likely we're basically playing as him as he's traveling through the world line, through Union Cross and all that stuff. And I think that that would be the more reasonable thing. I think that's the only reasonable thing of why he would be playable in that sort of state and form. And I think that that is a great idea for young Xandor going forward. Anyway, you guys, that'll do for my top 5 characters that I want to be in Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMind DLC, and that'll do for today's video discussion. So what I want to know in the comment section below is, what are your top 5 characters that you want to be playable in the Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMind DLC? So my name is Byax. Hope you guys have an awesome, very fantastic day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.